Happy Monday, everybody. It's Paul Brandt's Clear to Close Brokers. Boy, that went fast. But here we are. Let's talk about interest rates. Last week, we saw interest rates continue a modest decline. And we saw something happen last week that we haven't seen in a while. The 10-year Treasury went below 4%. Now, the 30-year fixed rate is not tied to the 10-year Treasury, but it tends to follow it. So as that declines, so should interest rates. It's not a perfect science, but it's something, though, at home that you can watch the 10-year Treasury and kind of get an idea of where interest rates are going. Or you can just watch this video, but that's entirely up to you. So let's talk about what could happen this week that's going to impact interest rates. First of all, we have Consumer Price Index coming out. That's a measurement of inflation. That's, kryptonite to 30-year fixed rates. So if inflation continues its decline, that's going to be a great sign for interest rates to follow suit. We also have existing home sales. Now we're kind of expecting a lower existing home sales, but I want you to be mindful is that it takes time as rates start to decline for people to start buying houses, etc., under those new rates. One thing that is going to tell you, there's two reports that came out actually last week. One that we'll talk about real quick. It's a builder sentiment, and their future expectations of sales has increased to optimistic, which is being fueled by lower interest rates, which this week mortgage applications is going to be coming out. And that's something that we expect to see an increase in simply because more, as rates go down, more buyers are entering the market, more people are refinancing. So here's the deal, right? If you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance, it's time just to know where things are at. If you're a buyer, right now is probably the best time I've seen in a long time to buy. Here's why. Even though rates may be lower in a few months, if it drives more people in, that's going to fuel competition, and you may not be able to get your closing costs paid for, or negotiate on the price. However, in a couple of months, if rates go down, you will be able to refinance and get those lower rates. The real winners are people that bought when it was 7%. They're now refinancing in the high 5%. So we don't want to wait for the crowd to get in there because that's going to remove your negotiating power. That goes for sellers as well. It's like, well, as rates go down, well, you can kind of infer what I'm saying there. With that said, if we're not working together, why are we not? We should. Even if you're not ready to buy a house, we do what's called a hopes and dreams conversation. That QR code, I always get it confused, will lead you to my calendar. We're not going to pull any application. We're not going to pull your credit, take an application. It's just me and you going through your family's short-term and long-term goals. If a lender says you have to complete an application to see what's possible, they are not experienced. You should hang up that phone and give Paul a call. The only time that we can't really guarantee about being approved is if you're, we can't guarantee anything to take the application, but until you get, if you're self-employed. So reach out, let's put a plan in place, use my 20 years of knowledge. Let's get you into a great rate and your family saving. By the way, after you buy your home at an amazing rate that we're going to get you, we're going to introduce you to amazing people that are going to help you protect it and start growing your asset and other assets to help you achieve retirement. It's all possible. We're here by your side. I promise you. Paul Brandt's Clear to Close Brokers. Happy Monday. Talk to you soon.